Hello everyone, welcome back to Idle Gecko. Today we're going to play a game called Arrowburst. I've seen it played before, not all the way through, but it looks very interesting. Looks right up our street, being an idle incremental game. So let's go. So what's this? We've got arrow upgrades here. Increase the range of the laser. Laser can now shoot up to 2 squares at once. Increases the fire rate of the laser, but these obviously cost currency. 10, 15 and 15. Now we've got region upgrades down here. Increases spawn and collection rates. I'm guessing we need to upgrade that as well with the same currency. We've got some question marks here, potentially some other areas. It says over the right, left click to move. So let's go. So if I click, it moves, and it'll just continue to follow the mouse. It's taking quite a while to take one of these out. Got 2 for that one. We're getting 2 for every single one, or is it just? Oh, I think there's large and there's small. We'll go for this one because we've got 8 and we need 10 to upgrade our laser. Go back to home base and get some upgrades. We can increase the spawn and collection rates on the zone, which I think I'm probably going to do. There's not enough squares here to warrant shooting up to 2 squares at once, so I'm just going to upgrade the zone to level 2 and we'll see what that looks like. Still taking 3 hits for these larger squares. It was 20 to upgrade the area again. That's 10 of these large squares. There's one at the top there that's already been hit once, so I might as well go and get that. Do that once more. There's quite a few squares here now, so we'll get the increased number of lasers. There we go, that's better. We'll have a maximum range as well, so we'll stay within range. 2 down here. There's a large one there. We need to increase the damage. I think damage was 15, was it? To upgrade. It'll take us too long to get there. One more for these 2. Go back to home base. There we are. Increase the fire rate and increases the range. So no damage. We'll increase the fire range. What was that? No, rate. Sorry, not range. Periodically fires homing arrows at nearby squares. Sounds good. Summons orbiting arrows around you that hit nearby squares. Could be good as well. 25 and 20. And the next one's 15. Let's go again. Straight down here. Go and get this large clump. The fire rate increase is already proven to be beneficial. Far from the station, use right mouse button to find the nearest one. Okay. Don't think we have that issue at the moment, but I'm sure it'll come in handy. I wonder if it's off the screen, if it gives me a direction. Ah, there we go. Yeah, a little ping. We're on 35 now. We'll get these 2 and make way back. Get the upgrades. Oh, we've got 41. Increases the range of the laser, that's definitely going to help. Summons a persistent homing arrow that assists when hitting squares. Fires an arrow boomerang at a target. What was that, 90? And 100. Right, let's go for these ones. Periodically fires homing arrows at nearby squares. We'll grab that. Increases the range of homing arrows. Increases movement speed. That'll help. We need to increase the level of the area as well. The homing one, homing's helping. So we've got 3 shots at the moment. We'll get these couple down here, and then we'll go back to the home base and increase the level of the area. What was that one? Increase the range of homing arrows. Grab that as well. Oh, zone 2. Let's see how much damage we do here. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, we'll go back to zone 1. Zone 2's can't meet zone 1 anyway, so we'll go back there and we'll get a bit more damage, a bit more range, a bit more speed. We're getting there now. Saw this game advertised on Steam. I've seen a couple of other streamers play it and it looked really interesting. I figured I'd give it a shot. Like I said in the intro, it seems like they're exactly the sort of thing that I enjoy playing, which it's living up to at the moment. Where's the home base? Over there. Go back to it. We've got 62 at the moment. We definitely need some more damage though for zone 2. What were these? Summons orbiting arrows around you that hit nearby squares. More damage. Definitely help. And increase movement speed. That's what we like. Repeatedly shoot out 3 close range arrow spikes. And zone 1 stations generate zone 1 squares over time. Right, so passive regeneration. Which can only be good. Things from further away now, and the 3 that are orbiting us are also hitting. There's a little bit of luck associated with hitting them, but it seems to be happening often enough. There we go, we've got 90 and 93 at the moment. Let's get these upgrades. Fires an arrow boomerang at a target. Summons a persistent homing arrow that assists with hitting squares. That one's 100, so I'm going to go with that one because we can only just afford it, and I'm going on the premise that the more expensive ones are the most helpful. Summons a second Whistler arrow. How much was that one? 200. See how good the Whistler arrow is. Oh, very good. Literally just targets and bounces between. It's going to become a bit passive if we carry on down this road. It won't even matter what direction we fly in. I think we need to increase the number of squares in the zone. Or maybe not. There's loads down here. We're just going into the wrong area. We're up to 145. Fires an arrow boomerang at target. We'll grab that. Increases the speed and fire rate of the arrow boomerang. What we've got, 59. Center of the universe gains an additional arrow. Repeatedly shoots out 3 close range arrow spikes. I'm going to upgrade the area. And we'll go back out and see if that helps with the amount of squares that we encounter. Or does it just make the squares more profitable? It does look like they've got more in them, considering we're up to 88 already. Go for a little fly around, see where I can get between now and going back to the home base. because it is quite fun to fly around and grab these now that we're a little bit powered up. And the second Whistler arrow was 200, and that Whistler arrow seems to be very beneficial at the moment. There's loads down here. Go and grab these. Where's the home base? Over there. Fly back, we've got 300. Let's grab that second Whistler arrow. 20 of the second zone. Hire co-pilot Reese to fly by your side and assist with hitting squares. Sounds interesting. Laser can now shoot up to 5 squares at once. I wouldn't have said there's that many on the screen, but we will get there. Center of the universe gains an additional arrow. That one's 50. And that one's 40. Might as well grab both of them. Oh, hang on. Add slight homing to arrow spikes. Increases the fire rate of arrow spikes. What's that? 20, 30, and 50. Center of the universe gains an additional arrow. No, we can't afford that anyway. Add slight homing to arrow spikes. We'll grab the homing. Anything to make it easier to fly around. No, didn't want to do that. Try again. Shall we see what Zone 2 looks like, given that we've now got upgrades for Zone 2? And we seem to be dealing good enough damage in Zone 1. See how long it takes to take this square down. Not too long. Aim for 20 here. Just chasing this. Yeah, we'll aim for 20. And then head back to the home base with what we've got. We've got 80 of the Zone 1. Come back here, Whistler arrows. And they are doing better than I'm doing, to be honest, so maybe they can stay over there. There we go, we've got 20. Let's get a few more Zone 1. Whistler arrows are just focusing on Zone 2 squares. Nearly 200. Where's the home base? It's over here. Okay, here's the last few. Over 230. There we go. Hire co-pilot Reese. Right, we'll have a look at that. See how much he helps. Center of the universe. Not too bothered about them at the moment. Increase the fire rate of arrow spikes. And we'll increase... Oh, just can't afford it. Let's go back out. See, the squares are much larger now. Take a few extra hits, but we deal that much damage. It's not really noticeable. And we're getting so many resources from these new squares. Reese is helping. Dealing a lot of damage. Nearly up to 400 already. Grab a few more of these. And then, yeah, we'll head back to the home base. 440. Center of the universe gains an additional arrow again. Is that upgradable? No, that was just how much we've just spent. 100. Center of the universe gains an additional arrow again. That one's 500. 1,000. And 500 again. Zone 1 station generate Zone 1 squares over time. We need that really. We haven't got enough to upgrade Zone 1. We might as well just fly around Zone 1. Did it again. Might as well just fly around Zone 1. Until we get 500. Use that 500 to... Use that 500 to generate the squares passively. Because it does seem to be not enough to keep up with the amount of damage that we're dealing. And once we've done that, this first area should be pretty farmable. There's the home base down here. Head back. We've got the 500. Let's grab that. Zone 1 stations generate Zone 1 squares over time. Spawns 4 stations in Zone 3. We're nowhere near that. Spawns 2 stations in Zone 2. And that's only 50. Is that a different colour? It is, that's green. Slightly colourblind, it looked exactly the same colour then. We're getting passive squares now. Zone 1 stations generate Zone 1 squares over time. I thought it meant that it was going to generate more squares in the background so that we had more to shoot at, but that's me not fully understanding the what I was reading. That's going to help. Where's all the squares gone? Get a few more of these and then we'll head back to Zone 2, see how much damage we deal there now. Zone 2 is the one with the more upgrades that we need. We do need 1,000 for one of the upgrades in Zone 1, but if we're gaining that passively, we might as well go and farm in Zone 2. Right, come on. Let's see what we can do now with Reese helping and the Whistler arrows. It's not taking too long. Could do with getting at least 20 again to upgrade the area. That way we get more. Come on, get him. That way we get more resources from these squares. Alright, we're over 500 for Zone 1. Where's the zone? There. Where's the zone? Where's the home base? Where's it gone? There it is. 750. Increases the speed and fire rate of the arrow boomerang. That's going to be helpful. That was 500. So we're going to increase that. And we're going to increase that. Zone 1 level 6. I wonder if upgrading that allows you to earn them faster passively. Upgrading the zone, you would think that you would earn them faster passively, but we're killing them that fast now, you can't really tell. Get out of Zone 1 and we'll have a look. See how fast it's going up. There was an upgrade for 1,000, so hopefully that'll help with the speed of that. No, we're still only getting 5. 5? No, 2 a second, I think. Of the blue squares. Could do with getting the purple squares possibly. Guarantee that'll be an upgrade at some point, but we're not quite there yet. We are dealing quite a lot of damage now. It shouldn't be too far off. Could do with a bit more damage, to be honest. The amount of times that we've got to hit these purple squares. We're nearly at 100 purple currency though. We'll grab 100 and then we'll go back to the home base. Still saying we've got to go back to Zone 1 for the home base. It was floating over to Zone 2 at one point though. But then it did say that you could unlock more home bases in Zone 2. Now we're going over this way. Reese is just flying behind. Grabbing a few stragglers. Where's all the squares gone? Right. Into the home base. Center of the universe gains an additional arrow. That's 100 of the good currency, so I don't know whether I want to be buying that now. Spawns 4 stations in Zone 2. That'll be a lot easier. That's 50 though. Yeah, we'll take it. Zone 2 stations generate Zone 2 squares over time. Right, so we need that one really. We're aiming for 500 of them. We'll upgrade Zone 2. And we'll upgrade Zone 1. Let's go. We can upgrade the zones from Zone 2 now. We don't have to keep coming back here. The squares are bigger and they're requiring a bit more hits. That co-pilot, Reese, is definitely helping. Right, Zone 2. Let's go. Yeah, I'd say that's a home base over here now. Which helps, not having to go back to Zone 1 all the time. Especially since the Zone 1 currency isn't as useful anymore. Could definitely do with some more upgrades to deal with these squares though. We'll get 100. See what that grants us. Because I did say 500, but it's going to take quite a while to get 500. Come on, take him out. Get him. Right, let's go. We need to be upgrading this zone really, don't we? It's at 160 for the next upgrade. Just to get more currency from the squares that we do take out. It needs to be a bit more profitable to be in this zone. It's enjoyable though. Fly around. It's not a difficult game. Just one of those that you can sit back and chill out, relax to. Which is what we like. Don't want to be sat here screaming at a game after work. Just want to be sat chilling out. Oh, we are 149. There we go. Lasers can now shoot up to 5 squares at once. We'll grab that. That was the 1,000. Take that. Got some more. Increase the fire rate of the laser. Nice. What was that one? Increases move speed. We'll take that as well. Causes 2 lasers to extend and sweep through squares. Hire a crew of 3 collector arrows that bring far away squares close to you. That's good. We'll take that. Adds another member of the arrow crew. Increases the move speed of the arrow crew's members. We'll take the extra one. And that one as well. It's starting to open up a bit now. Get a bit exciting. Increases the move speed of the arrow crew. Increases another member of the arrow crew. All hits deal double damage. 6,000. Right. Let's go. These guys come to us now. So we're not going to be flying around quite so much. And we will have to eventually when we go to Zone 3. But with the arrows, the helper crews, bringing them to us, it's all a bit easy. I don't know whether it's worth going back to the first zone and farming to get the 6,000, or just let the 6,000 build up passively in the background. We're already up to 300 of these purple squares. Don't want to just be flying around in a circle though, it gets a bit boring after a while. Let's see what upgrades we can get now. Causes 2 lasers to extend. Increases the range of the laser. That'll be a good one given that they're all flying around us now. Center of the universe gains an additional arrow. That would also be quite helpful at this stage. Grab them too. Center of the universe gains an additional arrow again. Periodically fires a flurry of semi-homing arrows. That'll be good. Causes 2 lasers to extend and sweep through squares. We'll grab that. and increases move speed again. Can't afford the 160. We need to be getting this one, really. Where was it? That one, 500. To gain these passively. Ah, so that was the extendable laser, which shoots through squares. Let's go for a little fly around, given that the helpers are bringing the squares to us anyway. Might as well fly around and see what we can see. So we don't want to be flying around in a circle for half an hour. Get a bit boring. We're already nearly up to the 500. We'll grab the 500, but we'll also get enough to upgrade the zone as well, because we're killing these things that fast. Upgrading the zone would definitely help. Want to be able to take them out and make it worth the while. Aim for 650. I can't remember how much it was going to cost to upgrade the zone. Yeah, close enough. Go back in. 160. Perfect. And then we get the oh, that one gives us 4. So the first one gives us 2 a second, second one gives us 4. Zone 2 stations generate more squares. Be helpful. 350. Let's go. I think these are taking a few extra hits to take down, but the benefit of the extra currency that we'll receive over time, definitely worth the while. Need some extra helpers as well going out. I know that was one of the upgrades, so we'll see if we can grab that again at some point. And then we need to go in search of zone 3. See how difficult those squares are to take down, because there wasn't quite a few upgrades that required zone 3 currency. We're up to 600 and odd. Zone 2 stations generate more squares. Grab that. We're grabbing 8, getting 8 at a time now. And we'll upgrade that. That's definitely going to help. Getting 8 per second passively. And upgrading the zone as well. Just a constant stream of purple being sent back. Let's go and see if we can find zone 3, and then I might pop back to zone 1. See what zone 1 looks like now with all the damage that we deal. Let's go back into zone 1. Yeah. Not too difficult. And the helpers are bringing squares to me as well. We needed 6,000. I can't remember what the upgrade was for 6,000, but at this rate, it's not going to take us very long. Where was the home? Go down here towards home. No, the home's out of the area. Is that zone 3? No, this is still zone 2. Zone 2 must be massive then if it encapsulates all of zone 1. Zone 3. Zone 3 discovered. Let's see if we can take out a few of these. They're fast. They're very fast. I'm not able to keep up. Could do with focusing on one. You can come back. Go for the ones that have the lowest health. Come on. Take them down. They are so fast. There was an upgrade. Well, I think there was a couple of upgrades that were 10 of this Zone 3 currency, so we'll see what we're able to get with that. Head back to Zone 2. Oh, we've got 15. Now we're over here. We've got over 1,000 for both. What were these? Increase the move speed of Arrow crew members. Don't really need that. Periodically fires a flurry of semi-homing arrows. And we can't afford anything. That was 50. Can't afford anything with Zone 3. That was 100. 30 as another member of the crew. Oh no, we can afford. That's 10. We'll take that, might as well. And then we'll take that. Increase the movement speed. That's only 30. Why not? 750 increases the amount of arrows that arrow flurry shoots. That one sounds interesting, we'll take that. Oh, a big one, 3,000. When a square is destroyed, it shoots a burst of arrows. Yeah, that'll be helpful, 3,000. That one's 300. Constantly fires semi-honing arrows in front of the player. We'll take that. And we've got enough to increase the amount of currency we get in Zone 3 as well. Zone 3, Zone 2. Let's go. See what this looks like now. It is just a case of getting more and more powerful, just like any incremental game. The speed that we're going now. Might actually be able to keep up with the squares in Zone 3 at this rate. And the money is going up. Nearly at 1,000 already. In Zone 2. We'll go back to Zone 1 again at some point. See if we can't get that. That 6,000 upgrade. Because going up by 2 per second isn't really... It's not going to get us there too fast. Up to 1,500. See if we can get 2,000. Get 2,000, then we'll go back to home. And buy what we can, and then go back to Zone 3 now that we're faster. Take any time at all to get 2,000. Let's go back. Yeah, we'll upgrade that because there was nothing else. What's this? That's new currency. No, that's old currency. 5,000. Any hit on a square will start a chain that hits all nearby squares. That'll be exciting. 3,000, 50, and 100. Yeah, it's new currency. We'll go down to Zone 3. Upgrade Zone 3 is Stage 2. Can't remember how much it cost to get Zone 3 up to Stage 2. But we also had to get home bases in Stage 3 as well. I can't remember how much that was. Remember, like a goldfish. No Zone 4? No, question mark. Well, that's an unlockable area. Or it's just not in the game yet. I don't know. It didn't look like there was a Zone 3, Zone 4 on the upgrade menu. It just said that there was 3 currencies. So this could well be the end. We've got 30. I think something cost 30. Nip back. So we can afford that. That's another member of the Arrow crew. I don't think we need that. There we go. That's what costs 30. Increase the amount of currency that we get from that area. Oh, might as well upgrade that as well while we're here. Go back to zone 3 and get that increased. Increased currency earning. What do we get per one? 2 per one that we take down. Still quite slow going, isn't it? Even with the helper arrows grabbing them and pulling them back. Might be worth grabbing that upgrade actually, for however much it was to get an extra helper arrow bringing them to us. That way we're not having to fly around too much. Not that I mind flying around too much, but it'll be faster in the long run. We'll back up to 30. See if we can grab 50. We're over there this time. Come on, take them down. There we go, we've got 50. Back to zone 2. Spawns 4 stations in zone 3. I don't mind going back to zone 2 for the station, so we'll leave that for now. We'll get the extra crew member to give us a hand, and then we'll save up 60 to increase the zone level, make it faster. Well, there was a double damage upgrade, wasn't there? I think that was the 6,000 one, so it might be worth, now that we've got the extra crew member to pull the squares back. Let's go back to zone 1 and see how well we farm in this area. I think it was straight up. No, there we go. Zone 1. Let's take these guys down. Absolutely no time at all. Get the 6,000 here, get the upgrade, and then we can go back to zone 2 and zone 3 with the double damage. It will take a little while to get there, so we'll have a little jump. And just like that, through the magic of editing, we're almost there. 5.3 we're at. We've been gaining zone 2's currency passively as well. Only skipped about 5 minutes, but It was literally just farming around zone 1. It's not that exciting, so now that it's done, bring you back. 6,000 double damage. Should take no time at all to take these squares down now. There we go. Hits deal double damage. What was that one? When a square is destroyed, it shoots a burst of arrows. We'll take that as well. Double damage. Adds 2 extra arrows to Arrowburst. At 250 of the new currency. Zone 3. Increases move speed. Adds 2 extra arrows to Arrowburst. Adds 2 extra arrows to Arrowburst. Adds 2 extra arrows to Arrowburst. And they're all 250. Can we afford to upgrade any of the areas? No. Let's go. With the double damage. Yeah, we're taking these down very quick. There's the Arrowburst. Oh my god. No, still can't afford anything yet. Let's go back down to zone 3. See what zone 3 looks like now with the Arrowburst. That went a bit mental there. Definitely a positive upgrade, that. Let's have a look. So Arrowburst just sends damage out in all directions, and obviously the more squares that you have on the screen the better, so it's going to hit more of them, but it's really helping in this zone 3. It's hitting multiple at once, and we're nearly at 100. I think I might just focus on the Arrowburst at the moment, because they were, what were they, 250 each for the Arrowburst, and it adds 2 extra arrows each time, which the more squares we can hit with Arrowburst, the more we're going to get. And then when we go back to the smaller areas, zone 1 and zone 2, it should just be absolute carnage. Dealing damage left, right and centre. Poor Reese flying around, he's going to become obsolete pretty soon. Unless he gets his own Arrowburst, which I assume he probably will do. It's when the squares die that they get the exploding arrows. There we go, we've got the 250. Let's head over this way. We also need to add home bases to zone 3 so that we're not having to fly all the way back up here. That was in zone 1. Right, so 250 for that, and that's all of our money. We've got plenty of zone 2 currency, so we might as well spend it on that. Probably shouldn't have done that without. There we go. Any hit on a square will start a chain that hits all nearby squares. Right, so we need 5,000. Let's see how quickly we get 5,000 in this zone 2. No, didn't mean to do that. Let's go that Arrowburst with the extra 2 arrows is being very helpful. We're on 2.5 nearly, 2,500. But it's not taking any time at all to get back up. Plenty of squares around as well, which is what we like. Not having to go hunting for them, which we wouldn't have to anyway with the little yellow arrows, bringing them back in. I bet zone 1 will be crazy with all this Arrowburst. Could do with earning some passive income for zone 3 actually. I don't know whether that is an upgrade. It might make it too easy, given that the upgrades in zone 3 aren't that expensive anyway. given the other ones are about 4,000, 5,000. We're at 4,000 now. Nearly there. See how mad it gets when we've fully upgraded the skill tree. In fact, with the skill tree fully upgraded, we probably shouldn't even move, or we wouldn't have to move. The yellow arrows will bring the squares to us, and the amount of damage with the Arrowburst should just take everything out instantly. Right, here we go. Any hit on a square will start a chain that hits all nearby squares. It might get a bit mad now. Oh, there's more upgrades. Increases the amount of squares each chain lightning can hit. Increases the damage of chain lightning. That's oh, here we go. That's 2,000 of the Zone 3 currency. So, oh my god. The chain lightning in any game like this is worth its weight in gold. It's literally just bouncing off of everything. That currency is flying. Let's go back down to Zone 3, see what this is like. With it bouncing off multiple things, we just need the squares. Let's stop for a second, see what the helper arrows do. It seems like it's just as good to stay still as it is to move around with these helper arrows giving us what we need. We're already up to 180. Just fly around a bit. If we can get that Zone 3 currency up to a little bit higher. Get 350 and we'll go back. So I can't remember how much it was to add one of the, or add 4 of the home bases to Zone 3. That would probably be beneficial at this stage. Let's see, we're at nearly 500. We'll get to 500. I did say 350, but we'll get to 500. It's going up that fast. There we go. 500. Where's home base? Over here. Let's go straight through Zone 2, create a bit of madness. There we are. Right. Oh, we could do with upgrading Zone 3 actually. We'll see what we can get here. That's 50, so that costs not a lot. We could get 2 extra Arrowbursts, but there's no point in doing that just yet. Won't take too long to get back to that. I might as well get that and potentially that, maybe something else. So that centre of the universe gains an additional arrow. That's 100. Right, so we'll grab that for 50. Station generator for Zone 3. There we go, 500. In fact, no, we'll get that. We'll get that eventually. Let's increase this. And might as well get the longer chain, because that's the old currency. Increase movement speed. Yeah, screw it, we'll get movement speed. How much was that? 500. Go back to Zone 3 now that we've got... Oh my god. Now that we've got home bases in Zone 3. Just stop here, let the homing arrows, not the homing arrows, the helper arrows bring squares to us. And we needed 500 for the passive upgrade. It won't take any time at all to get that. Have a little bit of fly around. Stay quite close to the home base. Not that we're going to lose it, because we did have four of them arrive into this new area. 500. No time at all. Grab that. Passive. See how much this earns us. 4 a time. Not too bad. Zone 3 stations generate more squares. That's 350. No time at all. Absolutely no time at all. Nearly at 250. The fact that we only get 4 a second probably be multiplied to 8. Probably times it by 2. Which will help. Where are we at now? 500. Let's go back. Grab that. Zone 3 stations generate more squares. That's the end of that one. Yeah, 8 a time. That's good. Center of the universe gains an additional arrow. Extra burst. No, I'll tell you what. We'll get that. We'll get center of the universe. Because this is all starting to ramp up quite quick. We'll grab that as well. We needed 5,000 for that, did we? No, that was 2,700. Was there a 5,000 purple? I could have sworn there was a... Maybe I'm thinking of that. Let's go again. Yeah. There's no point in going too far away from the home station now. Because we'll be off and on it pretty quick. We're already up to 650. Let's go back, see what we can get now. 700 periodic pulls in nearby squares. Let's take that. Increase the frequency of the vortex, increases the pull strength of the vortex. Get more and more and more. Let's see what the vortex does. Oh, right. Let's stop for a second, see what the vortex does, how well it does. They're literally all around me. There's no point in moving around at this stage. Once we get the extra 2 lots or 3 lots of 250 for the arrow pulse, will be virtually unstoppable, immovable. Get to 1,000. Go back. Yeah, there was 3 more. What was that one? Increase movement speed. Not much point getting movement speed at this stage. 400 and 500. Increase the vortex. Increase the vortex. We'll get an extra burst. I know we want 240 for that one. Stop right here. See what the increased vortex does. Just pulls them all in now, doesn't it? Chain lightning's definitely helpful. Because the Arrowburst, when it explodes, there's no real direction to that one, but the chain lightning, when that goes, it homes onto everything. Nearly back up to 1,000. Back up to 1,000. Go back to the home base. How much was that one? 2,000. Increase the damage of chain lightning. I don't think we need to increase the damage of chain lightning. We'll grab that. We'll grab that. Increase movement speed. Enables the player arrow to hit squares that it collides with. Okay. Increase that one. We're nearly able to increase that one. Should I go back to zone 1? Let's see what zone 1 looks like now. With everything that we've got now, probably be a little bit mad. Yeah, there's not even any squares on the screen. That's if I stop. If I keep going, it absolutely decimates them. It's like a fireworks show. The helper arrows aren't really getting a chance to do very much because the vortex grabs them before they have chance. Well, the damage takes them out really before the vortex and the helper arrows have a chance. I wonder whether the zones have a max level that you can upgrade them to. Where's the home base? Over here. Let's see what this looks like now. There we go. Level 10. Max. There's nothing else for purple. So we might as well level that one up to max. Level that one up again. Go back to zone 3. There's no point in being down in zone 1. It takes no time at all to wipe them out. Zone 2 as well. Doesn't take any time at all to wipe them out. Stop here for a second. Get some more currency. I can't remember how much they were costing. These upgrades. I think one was 1,500. But, you know, with the rate that the money's going up, 1,500 are only a matter of seconds off. Yeah, 1,500 enables the player arrow to hit squares, increase the damage of chain lightning. We'll do that one actually. We'll get 2,000. In fact, we'll level the area up. Get more for what we're doing. Because that's going to help us even more than chain lightning. We'll get the upgrade again for the area. Oh, it was 1920. I think it doubles every time you get an upgrade. It doubles the amount that you get per square destroyed. So we'll do that again. 3840. Yeah. That's going up very fast. The chain lightning damage, we'll probably just see very few squares left on the screen after that point. And that was 2,000. Let's have a fly around. The vortex will pull them in. Staying still is probably less optimal. To see what we get. You're more likely to encounter squares flying around. 1,500. Remember at the start we were struggling quite a bit with this zone 3. And now with all the upgrades we've got, it's not taking any time at all. Potent chain. Oh, there's another one. Unlock zone 4 for 10,000. Right. So there is a zone 4. Let's see what zone 4 can give us. But with this increased damage with the chain lightning, it shouldn't take any time at all. I think what I'll do is I'll upgrade the zone to zone 10. Or at least we'll see how much the upgrades are, because I think we're on we're on level 3 for zone... No. We're on zone 3. We're on level 7. So, you know, they're going to get quite expensive getting up to level 10. See how much it costs per level. We're already nearly up to 2,000. I don't seem to be flying through a lot of these squares. So, I might just save that money for the zone upgrade. And then obviously when we're all powerful in zone 3, save up for zone 4. There we are, 3,000. feel like I'm just flying around in a circle now, but there's not much point in going too far away from the zone. The home base, 3840 it is. Literally straight back to the home base. Yeah, so 7,680 for the next one, and that was 1,500. Get the piercing arrow next, because that upgrade should see us get currency twice as fast. Yeah, it's going quite quick. It's been quite a nice game, this. As idle incremental games go, it's been quite interesting. I mean, I've enjoyed it anyway. I hope you lot have. So although I play these games for my enjoyment, I also do it because some people can't play these games, so it's nice for them to see the games be played. There we go. Enables the player arrow. That's opened up another one. Increases the potency of piercing arrows, 1,750. We're very close to that as well. I don't think I can aim to hit these squares. If they're a bit slower maybe, but that's 1,750, that upgrade, which we've already got. Let's see if that opens anything else. No, that's the end of that one. So there's nothing else on the screen unless this one opens up more. Obviously the next upgrade is 7,680 and then the 10,000 for Zone 4. So we'll see how fast we get that. I might jump, have a bit of editing and jump straight to the next upgrade. There we are, edit again. So while I've been grinding, I upgraded the zone to area 10, level 10, to get the currency a lot faster. So now all 3 zones are level 10. And we're earning that currency incredibly fast. We're nearly at the 10k to get the Zone 4. I have no idea what's in Zone 4. No idea what to expect. So we'll see. Let's go. There we go. Max level. Unlock Zone 4. That's it. Skill tree's done. All region upgrades are done. Let's go straight down to Zone 4. See what we've got. Oh, am I being attacked? Ah, there's one big boss. I wasn't being attacked. They're pulling bits of it towards me so that I can attack it. I'm glad there's only one of these, because if every single square in this zone was like this, we'd be here forever. So close. Come on. Take it down. There we go. Arrowburst. That was it. I really enjoyed that. For what it was. A quick little indie game. Incremental idle. But really nice. Really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, press that like button. I appreciate it. Let me know what games you'd like to see me play in the future, if there are any. And I'll see you all again in the next episode. See you later, bye.